So Mayeni and Macele meet up for a lunch date at the restaurant, and this is because Macele wants to update Mayeni regarding the meeting that she did not show up between all the wives, and she basically just wants to understand why she didn't come and to let her know what the meeting was for. So Mayeni, when she hears what the meeting was for, basically Macele blaming the wives for Musa's health, Mayeni was like, girl, please don't blame me when the person who is sick is the reason why he's sick. And she basically says that Musa bringing number 5 has caused him enough stress, and she's not even sure if it's stress because he is really stressed out or it's stress because of excitement. Now Umacele says no, that's not true. He is stressed because number 1, you and Mangwabe don't want number 5. So how is he going to be able to do ceremonies when she's not present? And number 2, you left home. So that is an additional stress because he now has to make sure that your home is taken care of because there is no mother figure. And remember, we also saw that his kids started getting affected, Umnini, and you could see that this was not something that he was happy with. And most likely, he tried to have a conversation with the Mayeni about it, but she wasn't budging. And Umayeni asks Macele, what is this ceremony for? And basically, Macele unfortunately slipped up that the whole purpose is for number 5 to meet the ancestors and the family. However, Umayeni brings up a good point that since she's not married in the Mseleku family, how can the ancestors now meet her because she has not actually been Teled Inyongo, so ancestors don't recognize her. What is she doing there? And Umacele says no, the whole point is just a welcoming ceremony for her. She's not going to go in the Ndumba, etc. And Mayeni is like, in the Terry sessions, like, I'm so glad she slipped up because this ceremony is for number 5. It has nothing to do with me because I don't want anything to do with number 5. And while they're talking about number 5, Umayeni asks her, like, who is this girl? Where does she come from? And Macele at first says, hey, this is something which your husband is supposed to be telling you, but she lets her know that she is from the area and that she is a baby. Actually, the way Macele was describing Samke is actually very hilarious to me because unfortunately that's either going to be Samke's advantage because Macele or even the other wives are gonna always, if she ends up coming in the household, are gonna always view her as someone young. So unfortunately, that might be a bad thing because she's always going to look down. Her input is not going to be taken seriously. Or it's a good thing because she's going to actually be let go of a lot of things because she's so young. Now, the interesting about this whole situation is Umayeni is like, unfortunately, Musa Mseleku is not at the strength for him to be able to be worrying about new love, and he's so excited, and that has actually caused him to go to hospital. Now, I was actually laughing when Umayeni was saying this because I'm trying to imagine Musa Mseleku just being so excited like a little boy, and that just raised his BP, or I saw one tweet where someone was saying that, hey, Samke has been showing him new tricks. You know that meme when an old man is like intimate with a younger girl, and he's just in shock. He's seeing virgin boobs for the first time. He's doing things that he's not doing because some of his wives have stopped doing or they're not doing. So hey, that new love, is driving him crazy. So unfortunately, it has risen his BP as well. Umayeni then says that he is now excited and he's now sick because of his own doing and the new wife. And now she is expected, now because he's sick, to nurse him, to make him much more healthier, to basically cater to him so that he can be healthy and go back to number 5 and how many other wives he wants to deal with. And this is actually the moment where I say that we villainize Umayeni, but some of the things she says are the truth. It's just that Umayeni says it straightforward, and unlike the other wives, honestly, and it's the truth. It is the honest truth, because Musa, when Umayeni is sick, he's nowhere to be seen. And this is because he is a busy man, as well as he has other wives that he needs to cater to. So why must Umayeni now stop what she's doing so that she can make the man go back to his usual points? And it's only now that I've noticed that Musa also often does not respect or appreciates Mayeni's efforts. And I see this with his shady Instagram posts. There's only certain wives that he posts. And that's because they say, oh, I accept you, yebo baba. But he's not really saying, okay, this woman I'm posting because genuinely, she supports me in everything else. And also that is wrong. And how as you as a wife are going to continue supporting your husband when certain people are put above you? So it's going to be like, what's the point? Even if I do it, even if I don't, I'm not going to be appreciated. And I think that's the level that Umayeni is on, and unfortunately, who can blame her? And people are also saying that Candy Crush has finished and now she's talking. No, I think she always had those opinions, but there comes a point as a woman where you get to the point where you are much more wiser and you realize that the thing that you are in is BS. It's not serving you. And people often say, oh, but Umayeni knew that she got into Nesthembu. She knew that she got into polygamy. So why is she surprised about many things? She knew she got into Nesthembu. She knew she got into polygamy. But the way Musa played his polygamy, played his Nesthembu, is not in a correct way. And unfortunately, we saw that Musa made a lot of promises. He said a lot of things. He did a lot of things, both on the camera and behind the camera, that these women also can't deal with, So I'm so glad that Umayeni, she's gotten to a point where she realizes that absolutely nothing is favoring her or helping her to be with Musa. But anyway, we have come to the end of today's video. Do let me know down below if you feel Mayeni is the villain or unfortunately she's not. We have come to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell down below. Till next time, love and light. Bye.